high call series.
Now, as you said, yes, I have read some news that cities like Delhi, New Delhi, the capital city of India, even Delhi region also has a severe scarcity of water. So Delhi, we know, is on the bank of a river Yamuna, one of the major rivers in North India. And even in Yamuna, the water level is going down. Okay, if this is imagine this is a cross section of Yamuna. So usually it will have water until this level. Okay, but now, yes, even in Yamuna, the water level has gone down. And if the summer goes severe, again down. So the water from Yamuna is actually used for supplying as a drinking water, means purifying, after purifying it, not the same water in the Delhi region. But if water is getting reduced in Yamuna, then what will they do? What will they do? And Bharat said, we got our water for only 4 hours a day. 24 hours are there. In that only 4 hours we'll get the water. And that also very scarcely it comes. And we have to catch this water and store it and use it. When we store it and use it, we should be very careful. Why? If we use excess water, the store will go out of stock, and tomorrow, if water doesn't come, then we do not have water. That was the situation in the Samarpur. As I said, we are lucky actually. No? We just need to go, open the tap, we get the water gushing out of it, flowing out of it. How lucky we are. We have got plenty of water, but we also have scarcity during summer season. We also need to do something so that we can preserve water. So what can we do to preserve water? What can we do? There are things called, water harvesting, rain harvesting. Rain harvesting means what? Rain harvesting means rainwater is allowed to go down deep into the soil. So usually what happens is the rainwater, either the water that falls on the top of the building or on the road, everything is going into the drainage. The small drainage that we have in front of our house goes and join another big drainage, and everything is going into the seas and ocean. They are all getting wasted. Isn't it? But we should have systems which can be used for allowing this water to go down deep into the soil. For example, imagine this is a house. Okay, and all the water that falls on top of this roof, during rain, the water falls on the roof, na? Yes. There will be small pipe lines kept here. The big pipes are there. They will be cut into half and they will be kept there. And through another pipe, this water is allowed to come down. And on the ground, we will have a huge well kind of a structure, which will have charcoal. Charcoal is there, charcoal. So charcoal pieces will be there, gravel will be there, sand will be there, right? And we allow this water to flow into this. Obviously, the top will be covered. No problem with that, okay? Yes, the top will be covered. And the entire water gets into this tank and it goes through all these and it goes down. As this water goes down, what happens? Yes, this water, it joins there. Obviously, what happens? Yes, this water level increases, again increases, and we will have enough water in the well also. So this This is called a percolation pit. What is this? This is called a percolation pit. Okay, nowadays we will have this percolation pit in all apartment areas. It's made mandatory, compulsory. Why? Because as we do not allow this water to go down deep into the soil, as the entire water is going into the drainage and getting wasted, the underground water is going down and we always face severe water scarcity. Okay, so this is rain harvesting. In the open lands, the farm lands, we will dig huge tanks, ponds or pool kind of a stuff, and we allow the rainwater to get stored in that. Later we can use that for irrigation purpose. Isn't it? So that is how we can make use of the available water. And then we should, preserve water. We should not waste water. We have a habit, no? When we go for brushing, you'll go there, you'll take the brush, you'll open the tap, wash the brush in that water, and we keep the tap open and then we apply paste and brush. So as long as we brush, what is happening? The water is getting wasted, isn't it? We should not close the tap. The tap is still open and the water is gushing out of the tap. And after completing all these brushing, then we will wash it and keep it. We hardly use 2 to 3 mugs of water when we brush our teeth, but we waste something around 2 to 3 buckets of water as we do not close the tap. We all enjoy taking a shower, isn't it? Showers are there, overhead showers are there. Yes, you go to the washroom, we open it, as the water comes from the top, we jump in that, we enjoy that. With all our enjoyment, we are wasting a good amount of water also. Why should we waste that? Huh? Yeah, once in a while when we have to take a head bath, we use a shower is okay. But daily, it is better if we can use a bucket. Take a bucket of water, have a bath in that bucket of water, that's it. But when we use a shower, we do not know how many buckets of water we are using to take a shower. Got it? Then, we may have some plants at home, no? We may have some plants at home and they need water. And what do you do to water those plants? The water in the tank is something that we can use, isn't it? In the kitchen, we wash the fruits, the vegetables, the rice and all these kinds of things, and that water is something that we can use for watering these plants, no? We can use it. The water in which we take a bath or the water in which we wash the clothes, especially the water that remains after washing the clothes, they have soap in that, isn't it? We cannot use those water to plant for plants because the plants will die. They won't like soaps. But if we want to wash the floor, we can use those water, no? So sometimes we can use water in that way so that we can avoid extensive or excess usage of water. Sometimes we can prevent the wastage of water by avoiding a tap while brushing or avoiding a shower while taking a bath. Okay? So in whichever way possible, we should try to save as much water as possible because the entire world is facing this problem of water scarcity. It's not just in Samarpur or not just in Andhra Pradesh. The entire world has this problem. Okay, the underground water resources are getting dried up and we should be very careful because water is very essential for us. We learn all these kinds of things at school, but we are not much interested in doing all these kinds of things because whenever we open the tap, we get enough amount of water. But we have to be extremely careful regarding one aspect, and that is at any point of time given, the water that we get will get finished over and we will not have any more water. Okay? So Bharat had gone to Samarpur and he had seen how people struggle to get water and how precious water is. It's very important. Okay, now we have to learn it from the experience of Bharat and try to save as much water as possible because water is very, very, very important for us. So you might have heard the story of three fishes in Panchatantra, isn't it? Huh? Yeah, the water was getting down in a pond, and the wise fish said, "Okay, let us go to another pond." And this fish said, "Okay, let us wait. Still we have water. No, let us wait. Let us wait until the pond got completely dried off and they couldn't go out of the pond." We have to think ourselves as those fish in the pond. We do not have much water around us. And right before something happens to this existing water, we should try to do so that we can save this earth. Remember, we might have learned this in the social science that Earth is the only planet in the solar system which supports life because of two things. One is air, second is water. Water is very essential for life. We cannot live without water. Plants cannot live without water. Life cannot exist on this earth without any water. Okay? Water has got such a great importance in our life and we have to be extremely careful regarding that. Okay? So this is what Bharat has learned regarding preserving water, and they have even decided, Bharat and Asif, they have even decided that they should spread this, they should tell these things to the other friends in the class also, and commonly, unitedly, they should decide to do something so that, yes, the water remaining on this earth could be saved. Right? So that is what Bharat has learned in Samarpur and conveyed to his friend Asif regarding preserving or conserving water. Right? So now it is the time for us to go to the activities, the question answers and all. Okay? So children, we have already completed the lesson concerning water where we saw Bharat going to stay with his uncle and aunt in Samarpur in Rajasthan. So he came back and he is sharing his experience with his friend. Right. So we have completed the lesson and now it is time for us to do the activity part of this particular lesson. The activities or the exercise part will start with yes or no. Okay, so read the following sentences and write Y for the correct ones and N for the incorrect ones. So here we have got 5 sentences here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 statements are taken from the lesson itself. Okay, and now we need to read these lessons and we need to check whether they match with what we have learned in the lesson or not. That's the most important part. We need to check with whether we have learned the same in the lesson or not. If what we have learned in the lesson and what we have on the screen are the same, then we say it as a correct statement. And if it is a correct statement, we need to write Y in the box given here. Okay? And if it doesn't match with what we have learned in the lesson, then that is an incorrect statement. And if it is an incorrect statement, we need to write En here. Okay? So we need to check whether the statements given over here are right or wrong based on what we have learned in the lesson. Okay? Now, Bharat did not wake up on time and missed the school. Bharat had come back after celebrating his holidays and he was very eager to go to the school, isn't it? Yeah, he was very eager. He wanted to meet his friends and share his experience, isn't it? So is it possible for him to sleep and miss the school? So that is a wrong statement. He woke up early, he got ready, And as soon as he came out to go to school, he met Asif, isn't it? Outside his house itself. So, what is the statement here? Is it a correct one or an incorrect one? It's an incorrect one. So, what should we do? We should write a in there because that is an incorrect answer. Now, the people of Samarpur used tube wells during the summer season. We know that wherever there is a water shortage, people use tube wells, but at Samarpur, even tube wells were not working, isn't it? Asif asked Bharat, somehow, if the wells and the tanks get dried up, they can use the tube wells, no? And we have seen, even when the summer is too hot, the underground water level decreases and tube wells also will go dry. So as far as the people of Samarpur was concerned, they could not even use tube wells. Even they have gone dried up, isn't it? Yes. So the people of Samarpur used tube wells during the summer season is an incorrect statement because they couldn't use it. They have even gone dried up. So what should we write there? Yes, we need to drag and drop. Yes. It's a wrong statement. So we drag and drop in there. Right? Bharat learned that we should save water and save the world. Bharat went to Samarpur, stayed the summer with his uncle, aunt and his cousin, and he had seen how difficult it was for the people over there to go and fetch water. Isn't it? They even spend something around 3 to 4 hours a day to fetch water, right? And even they got water hardly for 4 hours a day and they had to preserve water. And he had understood how difficult life could be if there is a shortage of water, isn't it? So he had learned a lesson that we should save water, and if we do not save water, the world also cannot be saved. He learned it, isn't it? Yes. So what should we do? We will drag and drop a Y there. Fourth statement. As his mother watered plants with the water that she used for washing fruits and vegetables. So as Bharat was saying about the importance of conserving water and how we can reuse water, as I've said it, so isn't it? Yes, water. Yeah, his mother has a habit of watering the plants with the water which they use for washing fruits and vegetables. Okay, so somehow before cooking they need to wash fruits and vegetables, and that water will be used for watering the plants and other plants at their home, right? Okay. So that is a true statement. That is a correct statement, isn't it? Yes, as I said it the same. So what should we do? We should drag and drop a Y over there, right? Now, as his father got all the pipes in the house checked for leaks. That is another thing we need to do to conserve water. We should make it sure that no taps, no pipe is leaking at home. Okay. And as he said, as his mother reused water, his father makes it sure that no pipes at the home is leaking. So, as his father got all the pipes in the house checked for leaks is a correct statement. And as it is correct, we will drag and drop a Y there. Okay. So, Bharat did not wake up on time and missed the school is a wrong statement because he woke up as usual, got ready, went to school, and he met Asif and shared all the things that he had experienced at the Samarpur. Second, the people of Samarpur used tube wells during the summer season is a wrong statement because even the tube wells have gone dried up during the summer season in Samarpur. Okay, they need to go to distant places, traveling or walking for something around 3 to 4 hours a day. Okay. Bharat learned that we should save water and save the world is a correct statement because he's staying at the Samarpur with his uncle, aunt and his cousin taught him a great lesson regarding the importance of water. Then, as his mother watered the plants with the water that she used for washing fruits and vegetables is a correct statement again because as if has said it to Bharat, that at their home they have this practice of conserving water. His mother has this habit of reusing water. Okay, the water that they use for washing fruits and vegetables are used for watering plants. The water they use for washing clothes are used for washing the floor. Huh? So that is a correct statement. As his father got all the pipes in the house, it checked for leaks also is a correct statement, because as if have told Bharat that their father has this habit of keeping a check on all the pipes every time. Okay, so we have done this exercise, and now I will keep this screen the same for another minute for you, so that you can have a check with all the statements, and please have a check regarding why these two statements have gone wrong. Okay. Pick the correct answer. So we have one, two, three statements are there taken from the textbook, and they have blanks also here. It's here, it's here, right? And with every statement there is A, B, C, D. Four options are also there. Okay. So what should we do now? We need to read these statements. They are from the textbook, and we need to go through the options given, and we need to identify the correct option with which we can complete these blanks. Right? Okay. So the first one, in order to save water, as his family members completely stopped using dash while bathing. So we have learned that when we use a shower, we have no idea how much water we waste. Okay, but in a bathtub, plenty of water is being wasted. Bucket is the exact thing which we can use while taking a bath, because we will have an idea how much water we are wasting. Then, without water, we cannot take any bath. Okay, so in that, as it said, they take shower only once in a while. They use every time a bucket, and they have completely stopped using a bathtub. So what is the answer? Bathtub is the answer, and yes, we'll drop a tick mark over there. So in order to save water, as his family members completely stopped using the bathtub while bathing. Okay. Now, a lot of water is used for making multi-story building, malls and hotels in villages, very small towns, cities, deserts. So in which of these areas will we have multi-story buildings, malls, hotels, etc.? Can we find such kinds of buildings in a village? No way. Very small towns? No. Cities? Yes, obviously. Deserts? No possibility. Isn't it? So where can we find such kinds of buildings? Cities. So in cities, a large amount of water is being wasted for the construction of or used for the construction of multi-storied buildings, malls, hotels, etc. So what is the answer? Cities. Yes. Now, people have begun to build water tanks and dash water in many places to solve the water problem. So, waste? No. Throw away? No. Harvest? Maybe. Drain? No. So as to solve water problem means we need to preserve water, we need to conserve water, isn't it? Huh? So as to solve the water problems. So wasting water is not a solution. Throwing away water is again wasting. Draining means what? Yeah, allowing all the water to go into the drainage. Then the drainage will go and join a river or something like that, and the entire water get wasted. But harvesting, we have seen it, no? A huge well kind of a structure with the charcoal, layer of charcoal, layer of sand, a layer of gravel, and we send all the rainwater that falls in the return to that and allows the water to go deep into the soil, and automatically the underground water level will be coming up. So what is that called? Water harvesting. So we can say harvest water in many possible ways. So what is the answer? Harvest. So people have begun to build water tanks which can preserve water and harvest water in many places to solve the water problem. Right? So in order to save water, as his family members completely stopped using bathtub while bathing, a lot of water is used up for making multi-storied buildings, malls and hotels in cities. People have begun to build water tanks and harvest water in many places to solve the water problem. Okay, right. Now, I will keep the screen the same for another minute for you so that we can go through all these sentences and the options once again, right?